Hey there. This is a very fun project that we wanted to make an announcement for, a very short video, just detailing how the process is going to work. You're probably wondering what the heck this is. Why is this spinny wheel behind me? Well, we've worked out a very, we think, unique and fun deal with Micro Center to upgrade viewers' rigs, hopefully across the country. So we've got a pilot set up in the Atlanta, Georgia area. There are 2 Micro Centers in Atlanta. I know it's kind of unfair that Atlanta gets 2 and Florida doesn't get a single Micro Center. I have to drive 7 hours to get to one. But there are 2 there. There's one in Marietta and there's one in Duluth. We will be in the Marietta Micro Center from March 29th to March 30th, and we'll be in the Duluth one from March 31st through April 1st. So we've got 2 days of filming in each store, and our intent, to why we're there for each one of those, is to upgrade viewers' rigs totally free of charge. Now, obviously, we don't have an infinite amount of money, neither does Micro Center. It's not possible to upgrade every single rig that makes its way into the store. So what we're going to do is set up a form that you can very easily sign up through. It's going to be linked at the top of this video's description. For those who have signed up for Fix or Flop or PCDC stuff, the form will be very similar. But basically, the only requirement in this case is that you live near one of the 2 Micro Centers and that you be available, should you be called, on either of those days for each of the stores. So either March 29th or 30th if you're going to show up at the Marietta one, or March 31st and April 1st for the Duluth store. As long as you can show up in person with your rig, that's all we ask. You also kind of sort of have to be okay with being filmed because we're obviously going to film these processes. Now the wheels come into play once you've been selected and have shown up in store. There are going to be 2 of these. These are like 36-inch wheels. They're super big, way bigger than I think we need, but I wanted them to look good on camera. So each of these slices is going to have either a computer component on it or a price tag. So the first wheel is going to have nothing but components. We're going to have maybe the platform on our rare slices, because that's going to involve upgrading the motherboard, CPU, and RAM. Of course, if you're coming from a very old platform, there's no choice. You have to upgrade all of them together. So we're going to lump those into one tile, and I think we're going to put it on 2 different slices on the whole wheel. So it's a rare roll, but if you get it, a rare spin, it'll work. We're going to have a graphics card on here. That'll be in a few places. We'll have power supply, case, storage, I don't know, fans, RGB stuff, whatever. We might even have like a choose your own, like a special, like you get to pick slice. But that's going to be scattered all throughout the wheel, and you're going to give it one solid spin. And whatever that top mark there lands on, I know you can't see that on camera, that will be what you get to upgrade. And I think we have enough budget allocation from Micro Center to allow for 3 spins. If we can, I'm just gonna roll with it. If we do end up going slightly over budget, we'll take care of it. But I think we can make it work. We're gonna try to keep the upgrade budget around or under $1,000. So I think if you spend 3 times, I mean, even if you spin and roll the platform slice, I think it's still possible to upgrade a platform well under $1,000. Again, you're gonna have to be smart about what you upgrade, because you're going to have 3 different things to worry about within that one budget. That budget is determined, by the way, in a separate wheel. So you're going to have a bunch of different prices all around these slices. You'll have $1,000, $600, $700, $800. I don't think we're going to go below $600. I don't think it's really all that feasible to upgrade with under $600, especially if upgrading a platform and a graphics card is involved. And if you do upgrade, I mean, it might not be that significant of an upgrade, and we want it to be obviously significant. That's the whole point, the wow factor of these videos. So probably no less than $600 will be optioned here. I really need to put like my logo on this thing before we go out. Something, we'll put something, maybe like the name of the playlist, which if you guys have an idea for the playlist name, leave it in the comment section below. I might steal it. And then we're going to run through the store. I'm going to kind of vlog the process as we go through, and you're going to help me pick those parts that you want to upgrade. In fact, if you want to take over the whole process and you know exactly what you want in that budget, be my guest, no problems at all. If you want some of my advice, if you want me to kind of pitch in every now and then, I'm happy to do that as well. But it's up to you. So you as a viewer will get to decide. And then we'll take those parts, we'll check out, and upgrade those components right there on site in store with your current rig. And then we'll power it on, make sure that it posts, and then that's it. We'll wrap the video up. So I really wanted to incorporate the wheel because I feel like this provides a bit of randomness and will sort of keep the viewer on his or her toes. So you guys clicking on one of these videos, it won't be the same things being upgraded every single time. You won't know because, well, the selected viewer, the owner of the rig in question, has to spin the wheels to figure that out. So that randomization, I think, is what's going to keep the playlist a bit spicy. And I mean, there's so many different hardware combinations, even from just an upgrade path perspective, that you could buy at Micro Center. Micro Center is, I mean, by far the best, in my opinion, place to buy computer components. And I thought this well before we ever worked this deal out. So the fact that we were able to do this with them is so awesome. I want to thank Micro Center if you're watching for this. And if you're wondering whether or not you can just show up and be a part of the video, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm not sure how many people can actually physically be in store at any given time. But if you're in the area, say you're around the Duluth store on the 31st of March, and you want to stop in and say hi while we're filming, totally cool to do that. If you want to maybe buy some things while you're there, that's cool. I'm sure Micro Center would appreciate it. And we'll even have a few raffles. I think we're going to raffle off several gift cards as well for Micro Center for those who want to stick around and maybe throw their name into the loop. So that would be another way to get involved. Even if you're not picked to have your system upgraded, maybe you can win a free gift card if you show up on filming day. So we'll have all of this recapped in the video description in case you're wondering. Again, the link to have your rig upgraded is there as well. So if you live around either of these Micro Centers near Atlanta, Georgia, and you want a chance to have your rig upgraded totally free of charge, just make sure that you can take off work or take off school or whatever it is during those dates in case we call you for one of them. And you'll have to obviously be physically present in store with your rig, and you'll have to be okay with being on camera. That's all we really ask. And if you're okay with those things and you get selected, you won't have to pay a dime other than maybe the gas to get to and from the store in question. But yeah, if you want to just show up, even if you aren't picked, and be a part of the video, that would be cool as well. Always great to see others who share common interest in the PC tech space. Kind of miss that. We haven't had too much of that lately because of COVID and everything else going on in the world. But it'd be nice to finally meet more of you again and be able to give back, courtesy of Micro Center, upgrade rigs, and make an impact on areas around Micro Centers, hopefully all over the country. We've got Micro Centers in Chicago, St. Louis. There's several of them up in the New England area. Of course, you've got the Tustin one in California. There are so many that we could potentially bring this model to. So your viewership, not only in those videos, but also your turnout in person at the store might also influence this one way or another. So that's why this is kind of like the pilot chunk of videos here, these first four. Yeah, wanted to make this PSA to let you know that's what's coming up here at the end of March and the first day of April. And yeah, looking forward to seeing your entries. Obviously, if your rig is brand new and it's like fully loaded, we're not going to pick you. We're going to pick rigs that we think fit the criteria for upgrades. Maybe you have, let's say, I don't know, 5 or 6 year old rig. Still works fine, but it could definitely use some upgrades. I think you're the perfect candidate. Now, if you're running like a Dell Optiplex, or I don't know, like it could be from 2005. I mean, at that point, really anything's going to be an upgrade. So I guess that could work as well. But we really are looking for like the sweet spot somewhere around like the 2010 to 2015 timeframe of when a system was built. I think that would be what would be best. I'm not discouraging OEM applicants, but it's going to be a bit harder to justify upgrading in, say, a Dell Optiplex case, especially if it's got like proprietary motherboard shapes and things. So I'd be a little hesitant to choose that over something else that maybe uses a custom case, and that's a bit more upgrade friendly. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, hopefully you like the idea. Again, if you have ideas for the name of this playlist, we're still working on that. Something catchy, hopefully, that people can look forward to seeing in their inboxes every time we upload one. And again, I want to thank Micro Center for even making this possible. We want to give this our best shot and try to make as big an impact on the community as we can by providing a chance for upgrades like these. Would also be great to meet you guys in person in the stores. So if the turnout's great and the viewership is great, I think we'll be able to take this model and apply it to tons of Micro Centers all over the country. And I'm totally willing to drive cross country for videos like these. The chance to meet you guys and the chance to film these vlogs, these upgrade processes would be super cool. Yeah, so with that, let me know your feedback in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to this? Check the description for specific info regarding when we will be filming and where we'll be filming. I'll also probably throw up a YouTube community post just for reiteration's sake, in case you haven't seen this video. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in both the Marietta and Duluth Micro Center stores near Atlanta. That's all from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. My name is Greg. Thanks for learning with me.